First time in a long time, but back like I never left. Taking each day as it comes, you know me, I don't read ahead. Watch me burn down everything, BDE on the TV set. When I'm in control on the road, you can never really know what's up next.
Hello.
Hello.
Braden Herrington here with Davie Portman for upNXT, postwrestling.com, Apple Podcast, Spotify, whatever podcast app you're using, and of course,
twitch.tv/upnextpodcast. Hello, Twitch Room.
Hello, Twitch Room. Yes, every Tuesday night, Braden and Davie, we watch NXT because we are your NXT friends. We'll always be your NXT friends until they either change the name or move back to the network. We'll still be your NXT friends.
For always and forever.
And Wednesdays will be your Dynamates. We'll watch AEW Dynamite and then talk all about that as well. We record BD Elite on Wednesday nights. 2 free shows here on this very main feed. 1 NXT, 1 Dynamite, and of course Shot in the Dark, which is also free every week. John Cena, in 15 minutes or less, will tell you everything that happens everywhere else. And while we're on it, I mean, you guys just did another free show.
Yeah, we just put out on Saturday night our Hard to Kill review for the Impact pay-per-view, which I really enjoyed and actually very much recommend. Like, it was a good show, top to bottom. Some good stuff there. And a lot of news coming out of that with the Ring of Honor, like, invasion that happened. So, I mean,
it was a given. One company had to do that angle, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I think Impact have like a little bit of buzz at the moment with the ROH thing. A good pay-per-view. It's rare people come out like praising an Impact pay-per-view, to be honest. And also the Mickie James news. Yeah.
So first they say it's like she's the Impact champion, and now it looks like they're not really saying that as much.
I mean, it's only been 2 episodes of the show. We'll see. She's still champion, whether she takes it out, whether they acknowledge her when she's in there.
Yeah, I logged into Twitter. When did this happen? Monday night, I guess?
Friday?
Yeah. Oh, SmackDown, yeah. And I saw that people were going crazy and wild for this Forbidden Door with WWE and Impact. I laughed out loud and closed the app for the fucking day. I was so done. I was like, man, I get it like 10, 15, 20 years ago, but like, man, no. I do not care. I do care about seeing a lot of the talent. And like, if you're announcing it, it's kind of ruining the surprise, but it also lets you know, hey, some people you might want to look out for will be in this Rumble.
I think you should get some of them on. Have them on Raw or SmackDown before the Rumble. We've got a couple of weeks left to go.
Summer Rae.
I mean, they've announced, 17 of the women? So you've only like half of the field.
Still got a lot, yeah.
So you can still get the surprises. But I would like to see, if you've announced like a Summer Rae and whoever else, Lita, like have them on for a little skit.
Yeah, I mean the Rumble is a big thing, and that's always like a fun thing. They didn't announce any people for the guys tournament from different companies or anything. No. Yeah, okay, yeah, it just seems like they're bringing back former talent.
I mean, the thing is, it's like, they're kind of roster is thin when it comes to women right now. So, but they're saying that they may be open to doing more stuff like that, which I guess when you've kind of changed your developmental system here now, like you're going to use, when you want that experienced talent for something else, you're going to look elsewhere, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, cool. If people are like super into it and it works, then sure. I feel
people are getting a little out of hand.
That's what I mean.
I feel like, it's maybe a make good for the trash bag. And
sorry for putting your shit in a bag.
We'll be like, sure, we'll say Impact.
Yeah,
you know?
Interesting.
But we'll see. Like, I'm curious.
It's cool to see the Ring of Honor stuff happen, because I mean, that's still, as a wrestling fan, you don't want Ring of Honor to actually go away. And they've announced the show.
I think it's smart Impact grabbing it really to for now keep it alive. And I think the next few months are going to be a little bit more interesting. I mean, you've got Gresham now, who like Gresham, Josh Alexander is something I'd love to see, or you've got the opportunity to. Jonah, really impressed. Bronson Reed, who we used to talk about. So there are more faces in that company now where I'm actually like, some of those matches sound pretty cool and could be good.
True.
Steve Macklin is someone like
Macklin
that we used to talk about all the time and used to be so bland. Like, he's someone who's really standing out there. So actually, if it becomes more of a wrestling show, it might interest me more.
Maybe that's the less
silly
evil
shit.
weddings and casinos or whatever. NXT stole their vibe. NXT was doing old hashes of Impact.
Yeah,
we got MSK doing the Treehouse, what they were doing in Impact. We got possessions and all the weddings, and we got casino car dealers and stuff. They're totally ripping off Impact from like last year.
Impact were like, how about we like avoid a lot of the nonsense for this show, and it became pretty good. Even that silly hardcore thing was pretty fun. So have you seen Rhino's promo?
No.
We're going to be talking about Rhino this week.
Right. Yeah,
it was basically War Games without a cage. And you had this
Monsters
promo.
Ball?
Is that what they call
They
it?
used to do that. I don't know. TNA.
They have this
TNA.
promo from the baby faces, which is Rich Swann, Willie Mack, Eddie Edwards, Rhino, and Heath. And it felt so 80s. It felt like they'd all just done whatever Tony Khan's on all the time and just like did a real like fucking hyped up promo, and then Heath's just in the background going woo. But I watched it, I was like, geez,
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Right.
But even that was the low point of the show, and even that I was like, that was all right.
Yeah, there's been a lot of wrestling. I mean, hey, there's a lot of people that could show up in Impact or other places because so many people got fired from WWE this week. We record, how many shows do we even record, dude? And there still manages to be days or times where we just finished recording. And it's like, oh, look, this guy's released. Oh, now this guy's released.
So yeah, we talked last Wednesday on BD Elite about Regal, about Danny Burch, Timothy Thatcher, Hachiman. And then the very next day, Samoa Joe. No more.
Right. Yeah. Pour one out for Samoa Joe. Yeah. I was going to talk about pouring out for Road Dogg, but, that's the real main thing. NXT is really done now.
Road Dogg
is gone. Scotty Too Hotty knew what was up, right? Scotty Too Hotty was
Scotty
like,
Too Hot, like got out at the right time, is wrestling. He's in GCW.
He's doing the worm. He's happy.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's baby facing himself by just being like, hey, I didn't like what was happening there, and I got out, lost the passion.
Great move. If I saw Scotty Too Hotty on the street, I would shake his hand. That's how I love Scotty Too Hotty. Shout out Scotty Too Hotty. There was a lot of other people though that were let go, like a lot of backstage producers and stuff of all the stuff we've been watching for the past years, essentially, multiple. So there is a lot of people that were like let go. So it does definitely feel like last week with the whole Braun Breaker kicking through the Giant X. I don't know why I did a karate chop for the people watching, but kicking the Giant X was the real nail in the coffin.
The end.
Yeah. So Regal's gone. Samoa Joe is gone. Everyone's gone. NXT, the one you loved, it's gone.
So I feel like it wasn't too long ago we were going before. So what's next for Samoa Joe? Like we've done this show already, but
they put him in the rain.
But what's next for Samoa Joe?
They put him in a raincoat thing. They had him there. Then he got fired. Then they brought him back because Triple H was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Bring him back." And I can't. What's going to happen?
Regal fucked up by hiring him as the head of security because there were a few weeks where he was deputy to the general manager of NXT.
Sure. Yeah.
And he was calming things down. Everyone wanted to fight everyone, and he was calming things down. And then he went, nah, fuck it, I just want to wrestle. And then after that, NXT fell apart. All these new people just arrived, just moved in, and they were like, nah, I like it here. I'm staying. And then Regal lost his job, and now Joe again.
It's kayfabe wives, it's Joe's fault.
Yeah, or Regal's hire.
Yeah. Well, you can't blame Regal for doing his job. You can't blame William Regal for doing his job. Yeah. You can take that how it is, but, don't drag Willie into
All right, okay.
All right, poor Willie's getting ostracized enough these days. Samoa Joe is interesting because obviously people are like, oh, is he going to wrestle again? Like, he looked okay with Karrion Kross. I wouldn't mind him maybe going out on a bigger match, but not necessarily saying I'm looking forward to seeing Samoa Joe run. I'm not saying I'm not because I love Joe. I would like him on any pod. He should be training people. He should be commentary, anything, because I just think he is literally good at everything. I think he's a well-rounded wrestler. And I would love to see, obviously, him tie it up with some of the indie guys over in other places, but I don't know if he's going to be one of the mainstay, like a wrestler.
No, but I think it's interesting because that match wasn't great he had, but also I don't know if Cross is the right opponent. Like, Joe is clearly not in his prime anymore, and like he knows that as well. But maybe against other people, like proper matches against someone you can maybe a bit better than Karrion Kross, but also smaller opponents usually works better. I think he's got, like, we're still watching Sting, you know?
You're absolutely right.
Like,
man.
and I think Joe is a smart wrestler. He's a student of the game and stuff, where maybe against smaller people he'd have a better match, or just better wrestlers. So I'm not thinking he's going to be like going to AEW and being the champion there or whatever, but I'm not against him having a couple of matches for someone like where
I'm
like
interested.
That.
I'm definitely, like, in any capacity, Joe and Punk in a same match, tag team, one-on-one, doesn't matter. Like, that is, we would all want to watch that. Of course, it's years removed from what we've seen them do before, but still, I think part of us as fans were like, oh, that'd be pretty cool. Him tying it up with a lot of younger guys or people maybe he hasn't been able to cross paths with, but that would be cool. But I would like to see
something like Strong would be cool, like New Japan Strong, doing stuff in there. Yeah,
for sure. I just like him in any aspect. So I would love to see Samoa Joe back in the world of wrestling. It seems like he's taking some time off and then probably rethinking some plans. But TK was calling him. TK. He's like, hey, so Samoa Joe, we're doing this hip hop mixtape. Do you want to be on it? We'll talk about that definitely tomorrow because I can't wait to talk. Maybe Austin Gunn will be on it too. I mean, everyone's fired from NXT. All Triple H's friends, they seem to be gone. Triple H is still there.
Except for Sean. Sean's like, sorry, Vince just really likes me.
Like, Nick Khan is like, yo, Vince, how much do you like Stephanie? How much do you really like her? Because we could get rid of this guy, Triple H. And
I mean, they're just going to give him a different job, aren't they? I mean, we've seen this before where, like, Stephanie's been in charge of creative for a bit and then they're like, nope, and gets moved somewhere else. So... yeah, it's just how public it is. It's such you watch the product and it's like, it's not subtle changes. It's them every week going, all right, this guy's gone now. We've beaten them. They can go. Let's now do the NXT, like Black and Gold versus 2.0 event with War Games. And now let's break the Black and Gold X stuff. Like, it's a very public, assassination.
That's what sucks.
Of his show.
For these people. Yeah. For Triple H especially, I can't believe it. Like, you tell me in 2004 that I'd be like, oh man, poor Triple H. But times have changed on, and man, I thought he did a great job. And this is totally outside. Do not quote me on anything I'm about to say, but imagine he calls up Triple H. He calls up Macaulay Culkin. He calls up what's my boy? Who's Freddie Prinze Jr. It's like, look, let's hash things out. Let's start our own Fed. Let's get some backing money. Let's go. Triple H starts his own Fed against Vince McMahon. I think he still will run WWE.
You do?
I do. One day. Unless Vinnie Mac sells this year. Like, Vinny's got to be trying to sell. Come on.
I can't see it at this point.
I mean, it sucks. People got excited about Mickey James coming into WWE as Impact Champ. It sucks. It's in the shits right now. Like, come on. It's bad. And I feel like if Triple H isn't going to be in that situation, then what really is he just going to be wrestling once a year?
As a business, it's doing better than it ever has.
Of course. But as a fan,
and that's the thing. And we see that now. We watch a business every week. Yeah. And why? Why would they? Like, it's working from a business point of view, from shareholders. This company's making more money than ever. For sure. So I don't think it's really going to change.
Yeah, it won't now. But
we just got to support wrestling companies that we like.
Yeah, 100%.
It's McDonald's at this point. People are going to buy it. McDonald's ain't going anywhere. I can't say it's the best restaurant around. It's nowhere near it.
No, I don't think WWE's ever going to go anywhere because whoever buys it is going to continue to run it the way it's like it is. It will always, people love wrestling, right? Like, kids growing up will get into wrestling. People will hook with wrestling, and wrestling fans will always follow it. Like, always. So, of course, I'm saying as a fan, if they were to, it would be more interesting and exciting to watch it more when things do change. It feels like we're still, all they did was like change NXT completely, and you could change the name of it even to just make it something completely new, because that's what you've done with it. But why not just do what you did with NXT to WWE? Why don't you just throw the paint on the logo and create all these new stars and go, okay, here, this is what's happening now, because it's been stale. But they don't do that. They just continue to, whenever I watch.
Well, but there's people need those recognizable faces still, you know?
Yeah.
Like the big audience is very casual, you know? I agree, it sucks. Like the company's not good.
Yeah.
But I can't see it really changing, unfortunately.
I do hope for some good things though. I saw Pete Dunne and Ciampa, they were doing some dark matches.
Yeah.
Raw and SmackDown. Like that's good news. That potentially means they're.
I don't know. So did Bronson Reed and Karrion Kross not too long ago.
Look, if we're one step closer to Ciampa leaving, then yeah, cool.
Would you have them go up together, like as a tag?
No, God, no. That's just like restarting it all from like, why? Go in there, have Ciampa kill someone. Go in there, have him fight Randy. Go in there, have him fight someone. I know people are, the size difference, whatever, do that. But Pete and Ciampa are awesome, and I just feel like, are they going to be the next just guys filling slots and then
fired? Absolutely.
Yeah, that sucks. So I'd rather see Ciampa.
I don't know what you do then up there.
Yeah, it sucks. And it's the Rumble time.
Boogs.
It's the Rumble time, and like, the most exciting thing we can be like, hey, maybe some Impact guys will show up. Like, I think we will get some cool surprises regardless.
I'm kind of interested in the show so far.
Because it's a Rumble, yeah.
The Rumble's always pretty fun. And I caught a bit of Raw yesterday. I quite like the build for Lashley Brock.
True,
I think that could be pretty fun. And what else have you got here? And the mixed tag should be entertaining. Beth and Edge.
Oh, the grit couple versus the it couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that all right.
And Roman Seth could be all right. I know you hate both guys.
I like Seth's laugh.
No, you don't.
Yeah, so I mean, Royal Rumble is always the Rumble, and people, again, wrestling fans will always watch that. They'll always watch a Mania. I guess that's what it is. We also, I mean, I'm trying to think of who else was let go, because I feel like by the time you're listening to this show this week, who knows, we'll be let go.
The main ones.
Yeah, I know that we've talked about a wrestler on the show. Maybe we'll be talking about him again on a different show, because Beach Break, Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Right? Not really. I don't think of beaches. We've done the research now.
We have.
There are beaches in Ohio.
There's loads.
But it's really cold.
Really
the weather
cold.
has been crazy bad.
Like minus 27 today.
Up here
like,
in North
feels
America.
like
Holy fuck.
crazy.
Parts of it, at least. Yeah. Holy shit. So Johnny Gargano going to show up?
I don't know. I saw on his Instagram he's selling a shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, and he said available 2 weeks only, which takes us to that Dynamite, perhaps.
Interesting.
Or it's the Rumble that
or
weekend.
It's the Royal Rumble.
Or it's the Rumble. Yeah.
So he shows up in the Royal Rumble. I could see it. Honestly, I don't know. But I would like to see him just wrestle other people.
Yeah.
At this point. But.
Yeah, I'll be excited wherever. Like
DIY reunion in the Rumble.
You know, like if I heard he was on main roster, I would check out his things to see what's going on.
Me too.
You know?
Me too.
Same with Ciampa, same with Pete, actually. So that does make me curious for main roster. See, like how long? How many weeks? How many weeks you got, guys?
DIY reunion in the Rumble.
Sure.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then he shows up at Beach Break. Oh, wait, no, it's the other way around. He's going to show up at both.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Paramore is working on a new song. So
do a one-shot on Wednesday and then re-sign on, like, Friday night to be with WWE for Saturday.
Book
he
it.
could. He could technically
potentially do this.
Yeah.
That's right. Good. Bless Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Johnny. So, I mean, there's a lot going on in wrestling. We kind of dived into it there. We are going to be talking about some other wrestling before we get into NXT. This is where we can let you know where you can listen to us talk about some other things, because we recorded some crazy shows this week.
We were watching a lot of wrestling anyway with Wrestle Kingdom and the Hard to Kill pay-per-view and Battle of the Belts and all that stuff that was going on. Yeah. But we were also watching all our favorite matches of 2021, and we've put out now on the Patreon both part 1 and part 2 of Best Match Ever 2021.
Yeah, two-parter, Best Match Ever. We count down on episode 1. We go through 10 to 6 voted by you and by us for our matches of the year. You've compiled this crazy list. And then part 2 is 5-1. And yeah, we talk about all of them. And there's some matches that are dream matches, rematches. It could go back to back. It could go either way, but you got to listen. And we put together this epic intro for it. You got to listen to that.
We like our epic intros for the end of year show.
Yeah, you got to check it out. It's on the Facebook group and Twitter there too, just the intro. But yeah, go check out that show because we're talking about all the good wrestling from 2021. And we talk about even some hidden gems in there and honorable mentions and stuff. But then we also did a review of Wrestle Kingdom night 1 and 2 in one show. And that was awesome. So go look for that because we were singing the praises of Ospreay and Okada. This week we got some other shows.
Yeah, we've got a free show coming out this week. We've been working our way through all the Batman films. Our rule is, as long as it was in the theaters, in the cinemas, we'll review it. And we've done everything from like the Tim Burton Batmans, the Joel Schumacher Batmans, Christopher Nolan. We did the animated Mask of the Phantasm.
It was in the theaters.
And we're going back to an animated film. So we're doing the Lego Batman movie, and we can't do it alone. We need our own Justice League for this, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, we know everything there is to know about Batman.
Yeah.
We're pretty much the DC guys, right? I know someone who's really into Marvel on MCU later, that Wei Ting, but he can't help us when we talk about Batman. Sorry, Wei.
No.
You know, maybe one day you'll get there and talk about Batman movies. But we said, Wei, there is something we know not so much about that you maybe could help us. And it's because it's Lego.
Yeah, I don't think I'd understand this film without Wei Ting.
Yeah.
How are we why are they Legos? Why are they bricks? What's going on?
Yeah. So Lego Batman.
The Lego Master, Wei Ting.
I thought I've watched this movie, but in return, I've only seen the Lego movie, which has Batman in it.
Do we have to do that one?
No. We skipped Suicide Squad and no one got mad.
True.
So. Jared Leto.
Yeah.
No one got mad. So we decided in return, though, to be happy and do fun things. Let's do Lego Batman. So I'm excited.
We're just putting off the Justice League, to be honest.
We're only doing the theatrical one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we're done until our bats, right?
Our Batterson. Yeah. Damn. True.
Yeah. So that's coming out this Friday on this
feed, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to get it on the YouTube channel as well. So hit subscribe to that. But rounding off the week, it's more wrestling. We are doing an episode of Up Yours where we go to one of our world champion patrons to pick something for us to review. And he has selected, it's Greg Clark, by the way. Good old Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. He has picked ICW Fear and Loathing 8 from 2015.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is like the peak of the Brit Res boom.
Was it? I mean, Noam Dar's on the card.
Came crashing down, and it hurt inside.
It really hurt inside.
Yeah,
for some people.
yeah. You got Noam Dar. You've got Tommy End on this show. Main event: Grado versus Drew Galloway. Yeah,
just beautiful. I bet you Greg picked this because he A, is Scottish.
I think so. Yes.
Or B, he watched or listened to rather our Loch Ness review for St. Andrew's Day.
I think that is part of it.
And then decided these guys need to watch.
They love Scotland.
Scottish.
They love Scotland.
Yeah, we just love Scotland here at upNXT. So we're doing Fear and Loathing. There is a lot of cool matches. It's kind of ridiculous. There's a lot of swearing.
Yeah, you've got Viper versus Kaylee Ray. So Piper Niven versus Kaylee
Doudrop.
Ray versus
Say her name.
Doudrop. Shit. Doudrop versus Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray's just kept her name the whole time. It's great. Against Nikki Storm, who is now Nikki
Say
Cross.
her name.
Nikki Cross.
Ash.
Nikki ASH. Fuck.
Yeah, so we're talking about ICW. I actually used to watch this show a lot.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lot of fun talking with Greg. World Champ patrons get to pick stuff.
Yeah, and if you want to watch this show, you can sign up to ICW's on-demand service, and you can get 2 weeks for free. So if you want to watch it, you can sign up and unsubscribe, or I think it's 99p if you want to watch the individual things.
Nice.
So £1, $1.
Or, I mean, you can spend $5 at patreon.com/upnext.
And just listen to us talk about
Just listen to us talk about that. All the shows we mentioned, everything in the back catalog there, all the What's Next, Retro NXT reviews, all the movie reviews, everything is back there. Shout out, someone just joined right before we were doing a show I saw here. Joe Littler. Shout out to Joe Littler because the Patreon just got a bit
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Joe.
lit-er.
Yeah.
Because of Joe Littler. I bet he's a lit guy.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Littler.
probably.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. Patreon.com. That's how we keep things going here at Up Next, and we appreciate you listening and hanging out with us and stuff. Here in Toronto, we're in a bit of a lockdown again. Everything sucks. We got nothing else to do but watch movies and wrestling and talk about it. So come and join us for the ride, even if you're not locked in like we are.
You been watching anything good?
What did I? I watched Cobra Kai. I caught up with Cobra Kai.
Caught up?
What a ridiculous, stupid show, and I hate myself for wanting to watch that.
Yeah, I felt that every episode I've watched.
I hate it
so
and
far.
yell at the TV, and then they make a wrestling reference, and I go, and then they make a reference to the first movie. And
I'll probably do that over the weekend, I think.
It's doable in like a day,
Yeah.
2 days, it's really quick. But just a stupid show that I love, and I hate it. It's so bad. Everyone's bad. I hate everyone. Why are they so obsessed with karate? They're so obsessed
This whole
with it.
school, this whole town.
This whole fucking town. Isn't it where the Young Bucks are from? Encino?
Oh, that makes sense then.
Not Encino. Encino's a nice player.
Cucamonga?
Cucamonga. Yeah, sorry. Reseda.
Reseda, yeah.
Everyone in Reseda just obsessed with karate. And then they're treating it like it's Spider-Man or Star Wars. Like, all right, then we're going to bring in this multiverse guy who's in the third movie that no one cared about or liked.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it, I think.
It's like, come on.
Zeno told me I must watch it.
Yeah, I guess, but they make fun of it that it sucks in this new season. But man, just so bad, but so good. Like I watched it all.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I guess you got I'm not spoiling anything, but look out for Daniel LaRusso hitting a rainmaker.
Okay.
On someone.
Spoiling it.
Nah, he just does a nice hook. And then that's about it. I think we've just been watching so much wrestling, so it was kind of a nice break.
I've been watching this show called Arcane on
Arcane.
Netflix. Yeah, it's not something I normally watch, but the cute barista recommended it.
The married one?
The married cute barista recommended it. So
That's why you gotta listen to the Patreon.
So I was like, yeah, all right, I'm going to check out this show. And I watched the first 2 episodes. I was like, okay. And then the third hit, and I'm like, I'm kind of hooked now. It's pretty good.
All right.
It's based on the game League of Legends, which I haven't played, but
You don't know anything about
don't know anything. It's pretty. It looks good.
All right.
Like the barista.
Like the barista who's married.
Yeah. Isn't that Weeknd's new song?
There's a new Weeknd. Yeah, shout out The Weeknd. The Weeknd. You told me that Ed Sheeran has comedian Jimmy Carr on
In
his
his song,
album,
yeah.
like singing background vocals for something. We looked it up. It's legit. And The Weeknd and Ed Sheeran are clearly boys, and I think
Is Jimmy Carr on the Weeknd?
No, so Jimmy Carr was like, "Fuck, a Brit pop star got a famous, British comedian on their album. I got to do the same thing." So he called Jim Carrey and be like, "Yo, Jimmy, Jim Carrey, you're so funny. Everything you say is, hilarious. You got to come on the album." And Jim's like, "I got you," and then just says a lot of depressing stuff. It's like everything he says is so funny. No, I love the new Weeknd album, but yeah, the song you're talking about is, "You're Married." Or no, I think you're married. No, you are married.
So you're married.
So you're married.
So you're married.
It's The Weeknd and Lil Wayne. It's a fucking certified bop. It's going to be a tune this summer for sure when we're free of this. But
I heard you're married.
I heard you're married.
That's it.
That's the hook of the song. I heard you're married or something. It's good. It's good shit. It's good shit. That whole album is pretty lit. Too bad I can't go anywhere except listen to it in my house or out for walks.
I'll listen to it in the club.
Yeah. I want to. It'd be good.
I will.
Yeah, you better. You better from the UK.
I'm going to a bar for the Rumble.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I'm excited.
God damn. We were supposed to do a live event
Yes.
for this show. We were going to do a live in-bar kind of watch-along thing, and COVID ruined everything, guys. So, yeah.
Sorry. And that's the show.
Thanks for listening.
bye.
I appreciate it.
Should we talk about NXT?
Yeah.
We got anything else to talk about?
I mean, I got to pour one out. It's not the same pour one out, but pour one out for Bob Saget,
Oh, yeah.
America's dad,
Yeah.
and just a great guy.
Sidney Poitier.
Yo, yeah, true.
Yeah.
2022 is just,
It's not great.
It's starting off real hot.
It isn't really good so far.
Yo, who do we got?
I'm not a big fan of this year.
Betty was technically at the end of the year.
Unless you're in Australia, yeah. Oh. But I mean, she died in 2021 in her time zone. Damn. Sad. Listen to Behind the BDE on the Patreon.
We randomly we try out a new segment called In Memoriam. Is that the right way to say it?
In Memoriam, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We basically do eulogies for everyone we lost in 2021.
Yeah.
Great content. Just great content. The Twitch chat's agreeing with us that was a great...
I'd just like to shout out Jessica Walter, because I don't think we mentioned her on Behind the BDE. So
from Arrested?
Pour one out. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Damn, we did miss a few. But
yeah.
We'll get them next time.
February. Is it a yearly thing or a monthly thing?
I don't want to...
Now it's every show, apparently.
Yeah, let's talk about dead people. I'm sorry. Pour one out for Bob's sake. Let's go to some NXT. Let's talk all about it. NXT 2.0 from Tuesday, January 11th. Oh, you know what that makes it?
January 111.
No, it's a Tuesday.
Okay.
You know where I'm going with this?
January 11th on a Tuesday.
It's a Come Tuesday.
Come Tuesday. Okay.
Because every Tuesday is...
Every Tuesday. Yeah, all right.
He's not on this show, actually.
He's not. He's suspended. Not anymore, but...
Whoa, spoilers.
Yeah, sorry. Getting ahead of myself.
With that Von Wagner. Listen to our
Boa
Worst of
breathe
show.
fire. End of show.
Last plug. Worst of show. Post wrestling out this Friday.
Yes.
If you didn't listen to the best of show, me and Davie are on with John Away. It was on the post wrestling free feed if you want to check that out. But this Friday, follow the socials and all that because there's a live viewing where they play it on YouTube.
I think it's live on Thursday at 8.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah. Sweet. Cool. So go check that out, and podcast will be out on Friday as well. So sweet. Let's go to NXT. I'm sorry. But we go to Come Tuesday, January 11th, 2022. We get a recap of last week at New Year's Evil, and Braun Breaker kicking through the Giant X, destroying the Black and Gold brand. And it says Braun Breaker is unbreakable. Isn't that Michael Elgin's?
It was, yeah.
Unbreakable. He doesn't need it anymore.
He doesn't have it anymore.
We get a Braun Breaker, the champion, coming out with the NXT title. Comes down to the ring. The crowd's going wild for him here. He says, I want to thank you guys, and I want to thank Ciampa. He's an outstanding human being. He says, after I beat him, he said something to me. I'm not sure if it got caught on camera, but he says he thanked me. He said he wished me the best. And then he even talked to my dad. My dad was here. Yeah. The dog-faced gremlin. He's here. And he says it was just a great moment. It was his first time getting to see me live, and it was my title match, and I won, and it was a big moment. He says, but I'm the champion, and things are going to change around here. He says, to anyone in the locker room who wants to challenge me, I'm the guy who shows up every day. I'm the one who trains. When you think you're showing up to train, I already trained. You want to study the tape? I studied it. I watched it. He says, you want to leave early? I stay late. Because I'm the champion, and I earned this. And that's it. He just walks out.
He got me hyped, to be honest. I think he's great. I think he feels like a champion. I think good, first promo. I'm kind of excited to see what this guy does.
Yeah.
They're addressing his father so much. But we've been through all that. No, I think this guy's going to be great.
My old man. Old man Breaker.
Just don't say his name. Just don't say his
My
name.
Old man Rick. Yeah. It was a good promo. No one came out to challenge him. So where do you think he goes? Like a Grayson Waller eventually down the line, or someone? Grayson's tied up, I guess. But
I'd like to see it be someone like Santos.
Interesting.
You know, that hopefully that Xyon thing's done. I think that could be one of the old guard, maybe, for him to go through.
Not more of that, but yeah, probably. Well, speaking of, Santos Escobar is wrestling next. He comes out. He's going to go up against Xyon Quinn. Now, I don't want to confuse you because later on this show, there is a crowbar on a pole match.
Yes.
So they couldn't do the same gimmick for this match, which they wanted to, of course, make it a Elektra Lopez.
It's now Elektra on a perch match, isn't it?
Elektra Lopez on a pole.
Yeah.
Is essentially.
So
she says
winner gets Elektra Lopez.
The winner gets Elektra.
Yeah.
So she's up on the perch like, all right, I'm going to watch
Like
this.
Juliet watching.
That's exactly, this is more maybe The Bachelor, Bachelorette,
Yeah.
something like that.
But it's got the whole, like, two sides, family.
It's important.
Yeah.
Nothing's more important. She is going to watch this match, and basically the storyline is, whoever wins, I'm staying with them because they're a real man. So Santos versus Xyon Quinn. Xyon gains the offense early on. He's beating up. There's a series of strikes and just to the gut and throwing him around. They go to commercial break early. During the break, it's Joaquin Wilde from Legado del Fantasma who interferes and distracts Xyon. So Xyon just launches him in the air.
Goes flying.
Like the huge, biggest flapjack is great. But he took his eyes off the prize and allows Santos to hit a tope suicida to him on the outside. And then it's Santos in control who's beating him down. He starts working the knee of Xyon Quinn. He does the running double knees into the corner. It's like the Elijah Express into the knees of Xyon Quinn. However, Quinn fights back, throws Santos overhead, gets distracted again.
You call it the Elijah Express.
The Elijah Express. You don't know what that was?
That's Elijah Burke? No, what's his name?
Elijah Burke.
Yeah. That's like a really deep cut, though.
I mean, Io does the bullet train. We got people call it the Meteora.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of different names.
I know, just the Elijah.
It looked
I don't
like
know.
it. It looked like
That's
it.
like, what, 15 years ago?
Yeah, I'm well versed with the different names for knees in the corner.
Fair enough. All right.
The Elijah Express clearly wasn't enough. It was Elijah's finisher, though. It wasn't enough here. There's a distraction. Zion's now looking at Lopez. She's face to face. She kind of gives him like the nod, like, yes, we're going to work together.
She got his hands on her hips and stuff.
Okay.
They were like getting ready. She's like, you got me, babe.
She was like, I choose you. And he turns around to go back into the match and psych! She kicks him in the balls.
Oh, yeah.
She was tricking him. That's right. Elektra Lopez kicks Xyon Quinn in the nuts, throws him back in the ring. Santos hits the Phantom Driver. 1, 2, 3. Santos Escobar is the winner and the claimer.
Keeps Alexa.
Yeah, he gets
Keeps Lopez.
Elektra Lopez.
Elektra Lopez, that's it.
I keep calling her Carmen Electra Jennifer Lopez. That's clearly, yeah.
They played him this whole time.
They got him.
Showed that he was a big idiot.
Xyon Quinn
was following his dick and not his head.
What a buster.
Right?
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good for Santos. They
Good
played
for
him.
Santos.
Yeah.
So Santos should go for the title now.
Is this the end of this story? Do you see there being any more? I feel like this has got to end it, right? She was on a perch.
No, he's got to fight Santos again. Like he wants revenge. You tricked me. Is what he would say. I wish it was over, but I don't think it is. Chris Leone in the Twitch chat says, Elijah Express is a transitional move. What has happened to wrestling? Shake my head. Used to be a finish back in my day. Elijah Express. Young cats don't know. They don't know about Elijah Burke. The Pope. Look him up. Speaking of the Pope, we go to Tony D'Angelo backstage. He says there's 16 different ways to use a crowbar, and tonight I'll only need 3 of them. Can you think of what 16 different type opening
ways to use crowbar?
Yeah, opening like crates, like in movies, like in Indiana Jones and shit.
Window, smashing someone's face.
I feel like there's more than 16.
There's loads of things you can do with the crowbar.
Yeah, I think there's more than 16, unless he's really thought it out. He then says that you had a broken hand and you messed with me, and that's all you got. You should be lucky. You should be lucky here. Oh, hey. He's talking like that, by the way. He then says it was a big mistake to come back at me again. So, Pete, you're done. See what he did there? You're finished. And he says, you're just like my dog, and I had to teach my dog, and I'm the owner of my dog, is basically what he's saying.
I'm going to own you.
Yeah, I'm going to own you, Pete, later tonight in the crowbar on the pole match.
He is entertaining. It's a weird, I've enjoyed their ring work, but it's a weird match, Pete, with Tony, because Tony D'Angelo is such a cartoon character, and Pete Dunne just feels like a normal bloke.
Like an aggressive wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, it's a shame Ridge Holland isn't really with Pete Dunne anymore, because you could have had like the he was like a proper London gangster, like the flat cap and the truncheon and all that.
Peaky Blinders.
And then you have like, it would be like the Italians versus the Londoners, like, not the Peaky Blinder kind of thing.
Yeah, gangsters.
Yeah.
It's like that Spike TV used to do that show where they take different warriors from different time zones and then they make them fight.
Yeah.
It would be like that, except it's Italian mob and British mob.
But Tony's all right.
He's growing on you.
It's hit and miss. It depends what mood I'm in, to be honest. He's just such a cartoon character, but he does do it well. And now he's backing it up more in the ring. I'm like, all right, okay.
Such a fugazi.
When hopefully there's a time where it kind of tones down and it feels more like a real person.
Right.
Who's still got these like traits.
Sure. It will get there.
Yeah,
it'll get there. Well, he's got his match later. We see a recap of Grayson Waller on Monday Night Raw. Apparently he got involved in AJ Styles' match.
Yeah.
What's Omos doing?
Omos has moved on.
Oh.
He's feuding with Reggie now.
Sorry, I don't know who's that.
Reginald, that Cirque du Soleil guy.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, is that what he goes, but just Reggie now?
Omos is feuding with Reggie and Dana Brooke now.
Oh, okay.
Because Dana Brooke's 24/7 champion.
Interesting.
So now she's friends with Reggie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to watch that.
And then, AJ beat Austin Matthews. What's his name? Austin Theory.
Austin
Matthews. And then Waller jumped him after. And then Theory took a photo and then AJ came back and fought him off.
Okay. So he's getting involved on Raw.
Yeah.
Getting involved in it with AJ Styles. And tonight they're going to fight in the main event. We get a little video for Cameron Grimes talking about 2020 to the moon and kind of recapping what he said. But he's the less flashy Cameron Grimes now. And he's like, I'm going to leave behind the green.
He's a bit more humble, right?
Yeah, humble Grimes. Yeah. He'll be in action in a bit. We go to more vignette things. This one's Mandy Rose, the women's champ here. This was your favorite segment of the show.
Great segment of the show.
Yeah. It's just Mandy Rose.
This is them saying, we're the champions and we're really hot.
No, this is the first one. This was just Mandy saying that.
Okay. Was this her queuing up the video for later?
Yeah, sure. Mandy was she's doing a photo shoot, and there's going to be more of it later, but she's getting photos done in a bikini with the women's title because she won last week.
Yeah.
And she's talking about, just NXT 2.0 is all about Mandy. Nothing else matters.
No.
And, good stuff. We go to our next match. Cameron Grimes going up against Damon Kemp. That's what I said. David Kent?
Damon Kemp.
Have we seen him before?
I think he had a classic against Andre Chase on 205 Live.
2 words I never thought to use in a sentence were Andre Chase and classic. Well, this is not quite a classic for him here. Cameron Grimes and Damon Kemp go at it. There's a little bit of offense back and forth, but again, Grimes just shuts him down. Eventually, Kemp does hit a pretty cool, belly to belly slam, which looked pretty impressive. He kind of looks like Gable Stevenson, almost the same build. I thought he was
I didn't catch everything they were saying on commentary, but I think he is a young amateur wrestler they brought in because it was mainly Grimes in this match, but he did show some offense and he looked good and was moving nicely. And had even his attire was kind of the more traditional wrestling singlet.
Well, Grimes eventually comes back, hits his crossbody off the top, and then the cave-in, and Grimes wins.
Dirty-looking cave-in.
Every
more
single
just
one.
1 foot to the face, stomping down.
Every single cave-in is a nasty cave-in. They always look cool. Good move. And then he celebrates, and again, he's more humble. He's chill now. He's not even running his mouth.
Yeah, he does kind of say into the camera on the way out that I'm looking for more gold. I want gold.
I want the gold. Give me the gold.
Yeah, this wasn't bad. Grimes, they're just building up. I'm glad they moved him onto another program in this show, because you're watching this and all right, you're kind of just floating now.
He looks weirder, though. They cut his hair, they trimmed him down. He's not that money guy anymore. And on top of that, he's not wearing his hat anymore.
Oh, I do miss the hat.
So, what's the whole point of this if he's not even wearing the hat?
He's being more serious now.
But you can wear a hat to the ring.
I know, we've been wanting him to be serious.
We used to make fun of his hat.
Yeah.
And now we're like, yo, where's your fucking
hat?
Like, would you expect Slash to ever play a show and take his hat off? No, you want to see him wear the hat.
Maybe it's like the Demon. He just brings it out for big matches.
Takeover hat on. Just Wednesday night?
It was just Kemp? Damon Kemp tonight.
David fucking Kemp?
I ain't wearing my hat for Damon Kemp.
I think the hat's gone.
We'll see. We'll see against Melo. Will he wear the hat?
Will he wear the hat? And if he doesn't, then he realizes...
Shall I put up a Twitter poll?
Will Cameron Grimes bring back the hat? Yes, no. We go to our next segment. The Woke Boy, as I have here. Your favorite gimmick of 2021.
Yeah.
As voted by you in the Post Wrestling Best of Show.
Sometimes I just say things, and then...
You telling me.
As soon as I said that, I knew it was wrong.
It's not wrong.
No, I like him.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, you clearly...
Is it the best gimmick? I don't know. I feel like the rest of you said, like, better stuff.
Sorry, you picked the woke guy over the poker player.
Oh, yeah, any day.
All right. Well, Joe Gacy, the woke guy, if you didn't know.
The woke-up player.
He's here with Harland behind him. Joe Gacy reminding us that the Dusty Classic is back, and it's coming back next week. But tonight, I'm going to have to allow myself and Harland to have an opportunity to wrestle in the tag team division. And, well, no matter what one's size, skills, or experience, everyone involved has equal opportunity. And says tonight, Malik Blade and Edris Enofe, you're
dead.
You're done.
You're done.
And but he says it's going to be fine. But that's
no. He's like, it'll be a safe space for you.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, that doesn't sound too good.
Anytime someone says it's a safe space.
No, I do like these two. They are scary, and I think Gacy is very good in the role.
Yeah, Harland is huge and scary. This match happens now after the commercial. We come back. Malik Blade.
This is where they say that Von Wagner has been suspended.
Right.
They just clue us in because we were wondering where is Von Wagner.
Were all wondering.
Where's Von Wagner this week?
Where is it? It's not.
Vic Joseph is like, I know you're asking. Where is Von Wagner?
Ha!
He's been suspended.
And
fined.
He's got to pay a fine to come back, too.
So you were hoping he was saving up for better gear? No, he's been fined.
Damn. That's going to set him back. Malik Blade, Edris Enofe versus Joe Gacy and Harland. Gacy starts off with Malik. There's a pretty cool back and forth. We've seen Malik Blade, kind of enhancement talent to the stars here in NXT. But if you watch 205 Live or NXT, Edris Enofe and Malik Blade, we've only seen Edris once or twice here already, but now they're in this tag team thrown together here. But they're pretty quick. They're pretty fast.
Yeah, they've impressed in their matches for me. And having them together is actually, they go off each other quite nicely.
And the same could be said about Joe Gacy. We still not quite seen too much from him other than maybe that Roddy match, but still he can actually kind of go and in a pretty fast speed.
He's got that kind of Bray Wyatt explosiveness about him. It's a brawling, but weight and speed. I'd like to see more. Obviously, the gimmick is kind of taken over a lot of it right now, but maybe in the classic, we get to see a bit more. Well,
he finally tags in Harland, I don't even know how to explain how he's dressed, but he's like a Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers.
Escaped from prison.
Shaved head.
Yeah.
And just throws these guys around, the size of this dude. Just throwing them around. Eventually just throws Blade into the ring post at one point. Eventually he just kind of smiles. There's an elbow drop. It's over. It's done.
No, he's DQ'd.
Oh, sorry. I wrote elbow drop.
He gets Malik Blade in the ropes and he keeps doing the face wash with the elbow. That's where you're just grinding it and the ref calls it.
Yeah, so right away, Harland and Gacy are not in the tag team.
No, they're in the tournament.
Yeah,
this was their warm-up match before
it
starts next week, I think.
And they get DQ'd. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
So Gacy has to calm this guy down.
Yeah, but now Gacy's kind of smiling. He's like, oh, whoops. Didn't know he was going to do that kind of thing. But it's like, Maybe you did know.
Yeah.
You cheeky. Yeah. Harland just looks like he will eventually leave this kind of character down the line. You were talking about Tony D'Angelo eventually like evolving.
Yeah.
When this guy evolves, like I see big things with this guy.
I think so.
He's huge.
Yeah.
He is so scary. And I love him on his socials. Cause he's just like living his best life. And yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious because we haven't seen a whole lot of him in the ring, but I think at the moment as the character, you don't need him to do a great deal. So I'm hoping he's like working on some like actual decent wrestling, but like at the point he's getting comfortable,
right?
You know, in front of the cameras and working a TV style. So hopefully when he can kind of evolve from this character, his wrestling might be up there as well.
Yeah, I feel like hopefully it will get to that point. But now he's just throwing guys around.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see more of it in the tournament.
Maybe.
Because they are in the tournament, even though they got DQ'd. But funny finish for the character.
It's Harland just stares down the ref after as well. He's like, I counted to 5. I'm sorry, they're the rules. And Gacy's like just touching his arm, like calming him.
It's okay.
This guy's terrifying.
Yeah.
Have you had a guy look at you like that before?
Try to fight me?
Yeah, just with that death stare.
The death stare. I've never done anything to someone.
I've had customers give me that look before.
Like I've seen it, but no, I'm just a nice guy. No one ever wants to do that to me.
Yeah, these guys are unhinged though.
Well, I could be woke with them if they wanted me to.
Yeah.
Might take a lot of energy, but I'll try.
Imagine going for like dinner with these two.
Yeah. What do you think they order? If they're woke stable, they're eating vegan.
True.
Right? They don't go into that part of his character yet.
No.
But Harland's big. I don't think he's vegan. Not saying vegans can't get big.
Vegan?
Something tells me he's not.
Yeah. Ryback's vegan now.
Yeah. What's he doing?
One more run. Come on. Rumble?
Ryback in the Rumble?
I'd pop for Ryback at the Rumble. I don't want to see what's his name, like the Boogeyman again and Hurricane again. I don't need all that. I want Steve Blackman. I want Ryback.
Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
Steve Blackman in the Rumble.
Steve Blackman 100%. I'd lose my mind.
Yeah. We can hope.
Yeah.
I would pop for Ryback.
I'd pop for Ryback.
It's for the lulz.
Yeah.
And it's funny, but like we're not giving him a run.
Everyone should still chant Goldberg, but now it's almost like the Kurt Angle like sign of respect. It's
Why aren't we getting the match?
Goldberg Ryback.
Yeah. Goldberg squashes him.
Money on the table there.
Squashes him. Spear.
We're finally getting Lashley Brock, so maybe now we'll get Goldberg. Goldberg Ryback.
Feed me more. Wow.
The slate's clean now. That means we're guaranteed 2 Goldberg matches this year. That's his contract. He has to work 2. I think he did 3 last year.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Wow. Will we see this man in the Rumble? Walter. He's looking pretty jacked here. We get a video for Imperium. That means it's Fabian Eichner, Marcel Bartel, and Walter. They're talking about glory and how what has happened to this great sport, the dishonor. We have commitment. We are perfect specimens while all of you are gluttons, and it shows people like eating
the
beer
bellies.
and like, yeah, just being gross. And he's saying, we couldn't believe these slobs. We cannot imagine. We don't ever go on vacation. And then it cuts to me in Cancun partying. We don't do that. We don't go on vacation. We only work harder. That's what Imperium means. It means it's the road to perfection, the pain, the suffering. We don't like to be unkempt. It's talking about class and elegance and sophistication. We are not like you. To us, the mat is sacred.
Sacred.
And then it cuts to thinner Walter with the 2 other guys in polo shirts just acting all tough.
I like Marcel Bartel's bit the most. He was basically saying, you're all fat and you don't dress well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
I think like they were going with Imperium. They lost last week, by the way, but they're still the champs. They were going with the European like elegance and class thing. They look like they're photoshopped, like they're completely ripped. Not saying Walter isn't. He just doesn't look the pretty boy part in the middle of them, kind of following suit.
But it's okay because he's so much taller than them. I think it does work.
It's Walter, so it's going to be amazing. So I think that we got our answer. Walter will be kicking around here
in NXT. Yeah,
Imperium. So cool. This has to be priming him up for a main roster run.
Yeah, I mean, would you see him in the Rumble?
That's what I mean. Yeah,
early. Like
maybe not. Won't have a run right away, but let him kick around here for a little bit, lose to Braun Breaker, and then go lose to Randy Orton.
Yeah, like, would you see him up there as soon as Mania, or do you see him as like a post-Mania call-up?
Post-Mania would be cool, yeah. Monday Night Raw, do they still do that thing?
Because realistically, I just throw him in there now, in either world title picture.
Or do we wait?
I just put the rocket to him.
We wait, or do we got to do the rematch, the rubber match?
Of Ilya.
Because
they need to... No, spoilers.
It's 1-1.
Yeah.
It's 1-1.
Yeah.
Walter beat him the first time.
Yeah.
Dragunov beat him the second time. 2 years in a row.
You could do that.
They had great bangers, and they could do one more. Three-peat. Triple. Yeah. He's got to be a trifecta. He can't go anywhere until they do that.
Do it at the Great American Bash or whatever else we got coming up.
Yeah, it's not going to be on a takeover, is it?
No.
It's going to be on one of those things. Vengeance Day.
Yeah, one of those. Oh, is that the next one? Yeah,
February,
Valentine's Day, right?
They did it last year.
Yeah.
Cool. Do that.
Walter Ilya, then?
Again. Winner gets... Oh, wait, he is the champion. Yeah, fight for the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then go to the main roster.
I could see Walter Bron.
Down the line?
Yeah.
Walter will take the UK title from Ilya, and then they'll do a unification with Bron, and then the next day, all of NXT UK will cease to exist. Which apparently has been a great show. We got a lot of people messaging us lately about
I want to watch the Walter match.
Yeah, isn't it this week?
Yeah, it's this week.
Get Walter's Last Dance.
Yeah, Walter, Nathan
Waltz.
Frazier, or Ben Carter.
Ben Carter, that's right. That's happening on NXT UK this week. Definitely we'll be checking that out. Is it out? Well, that's Thursday?
Thursday, I think. Yeah.
We'll give some thoughts next week then. We'll definitely have to check that out. Because again, Walter's Walter. He's great. So look forward to that. Cool. Well, let's go to it. The real main event of this show. The Crowbar on a pole match. That's right. If you watch us on Twitch, you may sometimes notice we have a WCW encyclopedia book, an actual hardcover book. In this book, because I've read it many times front to back, it's the Bible to me. Goldberg's on the cover, but in the book, someone who's a wrestler I'm not too sure of, his name is Crowbar. Did you know there was a wrestler named Crowbar?
There was, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's name was Crowbar?
Crowbar.
Did he use a crowbar?
I didn't really watch WCW.
I was too young. I'm sorry.
Guy.
Someone's shaking their head at me, and someone's like, "Wait, what?" So damn. Sorry, I'm young, but
what's your favorite on a pole match?
Again, going to
he had a crowbar.
Really?
Actually, it looks like a different kind of crowbar. It's more of a pipe.
Okay.
Yeah, he's holding a pipe. He's missing a trick
Doesn't
here.
even have a crowbar. It's got a pipe. Jeez. On a pole.
He fought on Dark last year.
Crowbar?
Randomly on Dark. Yeah, I think after... Wasn't it after Daphne passed away? Wasn't Daphne part of...
David Flair and
his thing, I think.
Interesting. Damn. Yo, shout out Crowbar.
Yeah.
Wow. But you're saying best on a pole match?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously, was it Judy Bagwell?
Right. That's your favorite?
We don't count Dominic for Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, because he wasn't on the top.
No.
He should have been, but he wasn't. Undertaker and Brock did a chain match where it was like a chain on a pole match.
Was that on a pole?
They probably got really bloody and stuff. That's probably
Kevin Nash, Triple H did it on a ladder with a sledgehammer.
Oh, that was so shit. Yeah, that wasn't on a pole though.
That was at the end of that confusing CM Punk feud.
Didn't make any sense.
That didn't find any of them. I remember when SmackDown was just starting and I was just getting into wrestling. When Triple H was running shit in storyline wise, and he booked The Rock versus Mankind in a pink slip on a pole match.
Wow.
Where The Rock won and Mankind got fired.
Right.
But I remember being a kid and not knowing what a pink slip is or what a pole match is. So it was like, what the fuck is a pink slip on a pole? And then I was like, wait, Mankind's fired?
Damn.
So no, we should watch that one after the show.
The Twitch chatter reminding us that Judy Bagwell was actually on a forklift.
Yeah, she was on a forklift.
They called it on a pole. Didn't they not? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Best match ever on a pole match.
On a pole match.
Let us know what your favorite on a pole match is. Will it be this one?
There was Viagra on a pole.
What was that?
I think there was.
Viagra on a pole. Who did that?
That's
might help the pole, but I don't understand what it would do. It's like
makes
someone was
another
trying
pole.
to... Was like Tori Wilson's dad in this match or something?
What the fuck is it?
What are you looking up
There
now?
is a... Okay.
I don't want to know what you're looking up.
I think it's Tori Wilson versus Billy Kidman.
What did I just say?
Is that what
I
you
said? Tori Wilson's dad. I was way off. Was this one with Billy
There's
Kidman?
mistletoe on a pole.
Okay.
Oh, Crowbar was in a pole match against Meng. Guess what was on the pole?
A crowbar?
A steel chair.
But no, Tony D'Angelo's got to fight Pete Dunne
Yeah.
with a crowbar on a pole match.
Contract on a pole, that makes sense.
Yeah. Jeez.
Leather jacket on a pole.
It's weird. Winner
Oh,
gets a
coal
jacket.
miner's glove, isn't it?
Coal miner's glove.
Yeah.
That's right.
Pink slip on a pole.
That's fucking
There
weird.
we go.
That's
Pinata on a pole.
sounds pretty good. What's in the pinata?
It's pinata shit, right?
Candy?
Candy. Fuzzy dice on a pole.
Sounds like something Eddie Guerrero.
Judy Bagwell. And yeah, Viagra on a pole. Shane Douglas versus Billy Kidman.
Shane Douglas on a pole?
I guess there was more Viagra on a pole.
It'd be interesting if you put people on the pole, like hanging there, like waiting to be grabbed and like one. Because like if the match earlier today was like for something, like if you get custody of someone, which is fucked, but like it's wrestling. But
Yeah.
if you got custody of Dominic Guerrero or Mysterio or whatever, he could just be sitting there and it's like, oh, I got him, I win.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that how it works?
Yes.
Everyone's mad that he wasn't on top of that ladder. Maybe it was just me. But let's go to this match.
Yeah.
Crowbar on a pole match. Pete Dunne versus Tony D'Angelo. The feud is going back to what set up for War Games and then War Games. Tony D'Angelo got the crowbar.
Yeah.
Hit it. The only move he hit in the match was a swinging crowbar neckbreaker on Pete, which killed him. Looked great. Looked amazing.
That was off the top rope.
Yeah, it looked scary. So he broke his hand.
And he broke his hand the other week.
Yeah, so now it's been leading all up to this. Tony right away decks him. He starts beating down on him. Pete comes back with what he knows how to do and just attacking the limbs and applies this pretty sweet like Kimura with like almost guillotine getting on top of Tony here. D'Angelo fires back and actually traps the leg of Pete Dunne and hits the hookplex.
Yeah.
The Tazplex, the overhead throw there.
Exploder.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. There was then a Falcon Arrow for a near fall. They go to commercial break. When we come back, Pete now is stomping out Tony here, just stomping the hands, stomping at the head. Tony attacks him, but tries to grab the crowbar. Commentary mentioned that the crowbar is borrowed from Giuseppe, the cousin of Tony D'Angelo. Finally, Tony D'Angelo grabs the crowbar, which means the crowbar is legal in this match to anyone. That's the rules. It's silly because
that's the only weapon in play.
Yeah, but you have to grab
You've got to
it.
retrieve it.
So Tony grabs it. And I'm getting real Home Alone vibes here when he's walking around the spider.
The spider on the face.
He's trying to swing for the fences, but eventually Pete hits him with an enziguri to duck it. He gets the crowbar and tries to put it in the mouth of Tony D'Angelo, but eventually gets countered. Tony grabs it and hits a swinging neck breaker with the crowbar, but Pete kicks out. More enziguris, like 3-4 enziguris from Pete in a row. Takes the crowbar. He gets German suplex, but counters it. Lands on his feet while still holding the crowbar. Impressive. And then locks in an STF with the crowbar in Tony's mouth, just pulling back on him here. But eventually Tony gets out of it because rope breaks count in crowbar on a match, in a pull, whatever. Tony goes and gets a chair now, and the ref is like, hey, ho.
I really respected the referee here, who's like, it ain't called a chair on a pole match. It's
crowbar.
Just a crowbar. I'm taking this off of you.
He gets kicked in the face. The chair drops. Pete runs at him, but D'Angelo almost like spine busters him here. It's like a wrestling hold, slamming
Like it's
Pete.
the takedown, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pete looks like dazed and confused. Tony picks up the crowbar and just fucking nails him with it.
This looked great.
Yeah.
On the replay, it didn't quite, it was like, okay, it is safe. Because
Yeah.
when it first happened, we looked at each other and went, so he just fucking hit him in the head?
Yeah, Tony D'Angelo was swinging for the fences.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Hey, 1, 2, 3. Tony D'Angelo pins Pete Dunne. He then walks up the ramp and he says, "You're done, Petey Poppins. You're done." And then mocks the Pete Dunne shrug, but it's more of the now,
Hey.
like, hey, and then goes, probably, and then leaves. But yeah, Pete Dunne losing here.
I got quite into this towards the end. I think D'Angelo is actually showing a lot more of what he can do wrestling-wise. And he hit like a nice like Falcon Arrow bringing Dunne into the ring. I thought it was pretty impressive. I quite enjoyed this. It is a silly match. And I did actually kind of like the spot with the ref getting the other weapons out of there, because I just watched this and go, why is it just not no DQ? So I actually kind of like that, and I did get into it. Wade Barrett on commentary at one point said about, I've been in a lot of weird matches in my time. Once I fought Randy Orton in an elevator and he RKO'd me on a car. I was like, all right, Wade.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
But he never had it on a pole match.
No.
Exactly. Yeah, I got into it. I like Pete Dunne a lot. He definitely works for me. And Tony D'Angelo is this cartoon character come to life. I think it's funny. I don't know if I should be thinking it's funny, but he's doing funny things. That crowbar shot looked great.
It did. And I also, in a way, it kind of protects Dunne, because he wasn't out wrestled. He got cracked in the head with a crowbar. Like, you're going to lose after that. Like,
Right.
I don't think it makes him look weak at all.
There was some blood on his face, too. It looked like he did get hit by a crowbar. Damn. So there it shows you, if you fight someone and whoever grabs the weapon first usually wins.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
Probably. Pete Dunne to main roster? Royal Rumble?
Could see Dunne in the Rumble.
He's got his old music.
Has he? He's got it back?
They said that he had his old music at the tapings.
Okay.
I didn't notice here, but
Right.
didn't.
Interesting.
I was more into paying attention. Yeah, I was ready for the crowbar match. I got really excited. So I didn't notice.
And they're going to be on main event? Are they? Or
Oh, that's not good.
that was dark?
I have no idea.
As in, like, it was taped or it was just a dark match?
I don't know.
I think they're on main event.
Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't hate this crowbar match. I thought it was pretty fun. We go to Grayson Waller. He's being interviewed by Mackenzie Mitchell, and he's checking out Mackenzie's bum.
He is.
And then he's talking about how he's everywhere these days. He's on NXT. He's on social media. He's at the parties. He's at Raw. Maybe I'll go to SmackDown and smack Roman Reigns and Shinsuke Nakamura in the face. You hear this guy? He's talking about
It's going to take on everyone.
everyone. He says, tonight I'm going to beat AJ Styles and prove everyone it's the Grayson Waller effect. So tonight in the main event, and he says after this is his first main event on NXT, and it won't be the last definitely, because I intend to be in all the main events.
Yes.
On NXT. Damn. We see Indi, Hartwell, and Persia, Pirotta backstage. They're doing their weights, getting ready, and sleepy Wendy Choo.
Wendy Choo.
She's in the background asleep, and they're ready for their match. And as they're about to go, she wakes up, and she's like, all right, I guess we're ready to go. She's got, like, pajamas on.
She's got a coffee in a cup.
Is it coffee? It
I
must
think
be,
so.
right? Or water, stay hydrated, but coffee. Who
I
makes
think
coffee before you go to sleep, though?
Well, it's in a thermos.
Right. So she just make it? She's just waking up?
I
She's
mean,
always tired?
If it's a good thermos, it can stay hot for a long,
Yeah.
long time.
This character is definitely my spirit. I feel I connect with
Yeah.
it. They finally got a character. I can't connect with the poker player.
No.
I can't connect with the woke guy.
Okay.
I definitely can't connect with Cameron Grimes being rich all the time.
No, me neither.
And I definitely can't connect with Briggs and Jensen,
No
because me and you usually don't ever finish each other's.
sentences.
So really, it's a sleeping
Yeah.
girl that I have
Who
to.
would I associate with?
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller. No.
You wear nice shirts like him.
I do like his shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Wendy Choo is for the children.
I absolutely would not get along with Grayson Waller.
Maybe he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
That match is coming up, but
There's always a Grayson Waller at a hostel, though. You always see him there.
it's one guy.
Yeah.
Who thinks he's like. I was on Survivor once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how far did you get? Far. I was on it. Toxic Attraction. Hey, more photo shoots. here. This time it's her talking about toxic attraction.
It's with her friends as well. It's with JC and Gigi.
Yeah. Toxic attraction. Women want to be us and men want to be with us. Ask the women's division and ask the men we've all ghosted.
Ooh,
burn.
That hurt me.
It kind of showed them like talking to the people backstage from weeks and weeks ago. So they're saying they ghosted all these people. Damn. Toxic attraction. And then they leave the photo shoot. But again Mandy's just in her bikini.
They're just saying we're hot, but we're champions too.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the character. They're hot and they're champions.
That's right. It's pretty much.
It was a good video. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much Kota Ibushi's gimmick in New Japan.
Yeah.
I'm hot and I'm the champion.
Yeah.
So
pretty
it
much.
can work for him. It can work for Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
We go to our 6th.
He didn't hold it too long.
Well, let's hope.
I think Mandy's reign has been longer than Kota Ibushi.
It might have been, yeah.
Someone fact check that. Whose reign was longer,
sure.
Kota Ibushi or Mandy?
It's
I think
hers
it was Mandy.
Sure. No, it's her for sure. The golden lover.
Yeah.
And she's not golden anymore. This is the brunette lover, Mandy Rose. Why didn't they go with that? But then she would have to not if she changed her hair and stuff. I'm getting too into it.
What? Why didn't they call
her the brunette lover, like the golden lover?
I don't know. They've already got Rick suing them over
everything else.
Everything.
What? That was my name in 19.
Rick, you're paying your wives too much. Like WWE ain't giving you any more.
Rick gets mad if someone says the GOAT. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't
the
you.
man. Like, get out.
6-woman tag match. Indi, Hartwell, Persia, and sleepy Wendy Choo against Amari Miller, who's teaming up with Kacy, Catanzaro, and Kayden Carter in what has to be this entrance. I mean, how do you explain this entrance?
Amari Miller's entrance is very poppy, and
it's like a Kelly Clarkson song or something.
Yeah,
similar.
I'm kind of into it. It came on the other week, and I was like, oh, this is happy.
Yeah, and
then it got turned up to fucking 19 with Kacy and Kayden
coming out of the crowd.
They had didn't they have smoke rave guns or something?
Yeah, they had these smoke cannons.
The other week they were handing out bracelets. It's too much for me. I'm a little tired at this point, and they're a lot.
They are.
But bless them. Look,
I like wrestling. Hey, I'm a little old now, but I used to love going to raves and stuff. But putting it together, I don't know if it's such a they're so over the top.
Okay, you know what doesn't work for me with this entrance?
Yeah,
is the bright lights in the crowd. It feels like they're doing this through it is a TV studio or something, rather than, I don't know, if it was darker. You've seen entrances like this. MSK used to do it, didn't they? Through Street Profits used to do the entrance through the crowd. Right. And it worked. But I think there's something, it's so bright. It's like, we're not at a rave because all the lights are on.
It's a shitty TV kids show.
It is
what this set is. Yeah, they come out through the crowd to this music and they're quote unquote raving. And I just sighed, just the biggest fucking, man, I really want to like these two. I think the wrestling, hey, Amari Miller too. I think the wrestling is there, but wow, I cannot stand these people. Watching just the entrance, I was like, wow, I don't like you all. I hate you all. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to be here anymore. So, they come out and
they're all doing the pose, now the three of them.
They left Amari Miller dancing alone there. She's dancing and then they join her. They do the pose and they dip right away. And she's kind of well, I'm just doing the bit still. And then she goes to the ring. Yeah, I do not. And it cuts to Briggs and Jensen watching them.
Oh, they're watching.
It's not
Briggs
over.
Is still holding his fucking belt.
He's just holding his dick.
He's just always holding his dick.
Watching.
They're watching. Oh, our girls are on.
We gotta watch the rave.
Probably
girls.
they're going. They are so cool. Look at them go. They are so cool, Briggs. Yeah, Jensen. They're really cool.
What is this gimmick? So they took the two rave girls to a country Boots and Hearts festival.
Yeah.
And they had a great time. And then the girls are like, we go to raves. And they're probably
we haven't seen them at the rave yet.
No. So they got to take
Briggs
and Jensen got to pretend they like that kind of stuff. That's the next thing is you guys like
they
raves?
Get given a pill and they pretend to take it.
They're like, hey, we like going to raves. Do you like raves? And they're like, oh yeah, we love electronic dance music. And then Briggs and Jensen are like, yeah. Tell them you like that. And then they'll be like, oh, who's your favorite DJ? Be like, I can't name a bad one. Like, I don't know, Avicii. We saw Avicii last week. I don't know if, it's like it doesn't feel authentic, and that's where we're going to go with it for sure.
Yeah.
We're going to go into them hanging out with.
Sounds fun.
That wasn't your gimmick of the year?
No, they were, it's spoilers. It's all coming out. We talk a lot about these on Friday.
Yeah. Look, bless these people. Like, I don't hate these people. I just hate the characters that they're dancing around like this.
It's one of those things. It annoys me more when I don't know. As a wrestling fan, I'm like, can I just know you're a heel? So then I'm like, you're doing a great job at pissing me off. Yeah. But are you trying to present me these people as like, you like these people, they're fun? Because they're great heels.
Maybe it is supposed to be heel. Yeah. Wow.
And that's where I'm like, they're really Cody.
Yeah. They're actually that meta that they're Cody in this. Damn. I want to point out Rip.
Because Indi and Persia are kind of tweeners.
Yeah,
as well,
no, it's supposed to be Kacy. Yeah, I don't understand. All these characters are tweeners.
Yeah.
All these characters are all the same way. So it's like, okay. And it's kind of apparent who becomes the baby faces definitely in the match. So this match starts off with, I literally have in my notes, oh my God, no, stop. I think I was still talking about the entrance. Kayden, I'm making... what?
My notes are just a horrific entrance.
We're such assholes, I swear. We're not actually mean people, I swear. So we're talking all this mean things about Kacy and Kayden, but then they do some cool wrestling here. There's a pretty cool spot. Kayden does a dive to the outside, and then Indi takes it. I think Kacy Catanzaro does a pretty cool looking corkscrew to the outside as well here.
Yeah, they all do a dive.
Yeah, it looked pretty awesome. Amari Miller as well. We see Wendy Choo is just sleeping there in the corner still, but occasionally sips on her drink, her coffee. Finally, there's a hot tag. It started off with Indi getting thrown around and she was doing some offense, and then finally tags to Wendy Choo, who comes in here and she's in her pajamas again, and I think it's Amari Miller or someone runs right at her, and Wendy Choo does the sleepy Matrix escape.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yawns to
She
escape
yawns and ducks the clothesline, and then is just doing just all this offense, a series of roundhouse kicks.
Yeah, just lighting her up with these kicks.
All sorts of different stuff. There's then a handspring, elbow into the corner here.
A release suplex.
Would it, if her gimmick is sleepy, would it be a spring forward elbow?
Well, she needs to do the sleeper suplex.
Oh, the sleeper should be her finisher, and the sleeper Oh, we're booking this whole character. So she's doing all these crazy moves. She can hold it,
have them going to sleep. She starts to fade, and someone gives her coffee, and then she dumps them on the head with the suplex.
So she hits this move, tags in Persia, who comes in, and Persia hits a series of moves. She hits the sit out face buster, and then Indi off the top tags in and hits the Pretty Savage, the elbow drop, 1, 2, 3, and she blows a kiss for Dexty. And Indi, Persia, and Wendy win the match.
And showing Indi kind of pulling her weight as well, because that's been a little thing between her and Persia. I really enjoyed Wendy Choo here. She can clearly wrestle. She looks impressive, and it's same when we've seen her as breaking kayfabe. She's Mei Ying.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You saw glimpses of it there. I feel sorry for her. She had this awful Mei Ying gimmick. They're like, right, we're gonna
dress you up we're
gonna move you away from that. And you're like, cool.
Great
what are we gonna do?
Orange Cassidy.
We're gonna make you the sleepy girl, because she can clearly wrestle. Yeah. And I don't have faith. Whereas an AEW are handling a character like Orange Cassidy pretty well with having this novelty act work in a serious setting at times. I don't have faith that NXT, WWE are going to be like that with Wendy Choo, and I can see it getting very tired very quick. But for this and the first match, I thought it was very fun.
The hot tag was so
really
funny.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Orange Cassidy because she was doing the moves while properly. Like, you can't pull off that gimmick. Orange Cassidy, if he wasn't well trained in a lot of lucha and whatever the dude's trained in, we wouldn't look good. You can't me and you just can't suddenly do that gimmick.
No.
You need to be able to do it. And here she was doing some of that stuff. So it was very impressive.
She played possum a couple of times, but it was by literally going to sleep.
Right.
And stuff like
It's
that.
very funny.
Yeah.
It's very silly. But the first time she popped up, I was like, wait, is this a sleeping girl gimmick? Like, she's just tired? Okay. It's going to be like Orange Cassidy. It's going to be funny. But the wrestling is definitely there. But yeah, you dressed up as a demon and now you're the sleeping girl.
She's been there a while now, right?
Shout out Wendy Choo.
Yeah.
Karen Q?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was she? In Ring of Honor before? Used to watch her. I've seen her before in the Indies. So far, Wendy Choo.
Yeah, she was in Ring of Honor for a bit and Impact for a bit.
Yeah. She's great. New favorite character in NXT 2.0. You heard it here. The biggest positive is Wendy Choo. All the way. Definitely. She's for the children. I didn't mind this match. It didn't overstay its welcome. And I'm happy my favorite wrestlers in the world, Kacy and Kayden, lost this match. We go to MSK.
Amari, stop hanging around with these
Amari,
girls.
yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah.
Get better friends.
Damn. So we're still holding out for that Briggs and Jensen, Kacy, Kayden segments.
Yeah, you know what? Vignettes I'll take every week.
Want it, yeah.
They're terrible, but there's some weird pleasure I get out of them.
Sure. We go to MSK backstage with the Dusty Classic Cup. It's right there. The actual cup. It's there. It's like the Stanley Cup.
Real one.
Right there. MSK, they're all excited. They're naming all the tag teams they're going to have to face in the tournament. And the winner gets to face Imperium for the tag titles. They also talk about some other big matches happening tonight, like the main event, AJ Styles and Grayson Waller. And then they're talking about the biggest feud in the world right now is Elmo and Rocco. And they start debating.
What's happened?
Have you not heard this?
What happened?
Elmo, Elmo, Sesame Street. Yeah, he got in some beef with his pet rock.
Why?
And
but they've been together so long.
There's some serious beef, like bad blood.
No.
Yeah. That's the word of the day. BAD.
What are they feuding over?
Bad blood. I think Elmo said, "You're just a rock, and you can't fight me." And the Rock, not the Rock. We're talking about Elmo's pet rock.
Yeah.
The Rock has chimed in on this situation, and he's like, "Yo, leave the Rock alone, Elmo. You're being a bit of a dick."
Fuck. Elmo's always been such. Don't say we're canceling Elmo now.
I mean, there is. I don't want to tell you to Google things, but I'm pretty sure Elmo was canceled.
No,
the dude who played Elmo was. I'm pretty sure he was canceled. I could be wrong here. There's like a whole thing about him.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Elmo.
Not everything is sacred.
All right, well, I'm on the Rock side.
Yeah, I think it's a different Elmo now than that Elmo from a few years ago.
Once an Elmo, always an Elmo.
Rocco. You're on Team Rocco?
Yeah.
Yeah, Team Rocco. So what was I talking about? MSK. They were talking about
Elmo.
Yeah, they were on the right track here. Then Dakota Kai wanders in, and she starts freaking out and being all weird and shaking, and it's like, "Oh, I won that. We won that. I won this." And they're like, "Oh yeah, you did." And she starts acting all crazy, and spewing things because she did win the Dusty Cup with Raquel. And MSK start freaking out, being like, "Hey, don't you put no evil on us, girl."
She says nothing divides friendship more than success.
Uh-oh.
Essentially saying, like, you see what happened to me and Raquel, that'll happen to you.
Yeah.
And come to think about it, it's happened for quite a few.
Everyone in wrestling?
Dusty Cup winners, no?
Oh. Samoa Joe
and Balor.
DIY?
Payne got fired. Did DIY win it?
No.
Did they didn't win.
I don't remember.
Dunne and Riddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to them?
Someone ate a bat. They got separated.
Yeah.
And then Thatcher came in and feuded.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Who else?
There's got to be a few. I can't remember who else won this tournament. It's great.
Yeah, good tournament.
MSK are scared that Dakota just hexed them.
Yeah.
I don't think she's a hex girl, but she hexed them.
I don't know. She's something now.
I hate this.
We say this every week, but yeah, this character is terrible. She's playing kind of Nikki Cross Insanity from a few years ago. It's that kind of character, and it's not working. Dakota doesn't need this. I think her Her heel character before was great, and
Yeah.
she's very weird now. Doesn't work.
Very weird now.
But just like I feel they don't know what they're doing with her. Are they moving her up? Is she staying here?
Ask her.
I'll ask her. I'll text her.
We go to who do you think? We've kind of talked about the Dusty Cup next week. They announced next week it's starting, so there will be matches. But who do you think? MSK, our main guys.
MSK, GYV, Briggs and Jensen, Jacket Time, Creed Brothers,
Jacket Time,
and get
Briggs, Jensen.
Yeah, we said
that.
them. That's 5 teams. We'll get 8 teams, I imagine, right?
Legado.
Yeah.
Elmo and Rocco.
2 more teams. Who we got?
I don't know. Oh, Edris and
Malik Blade. Oh, and Harland and Gacy.
Boom.
There's 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Book it.
Well, you get the Good Brothers because the Forbidden Door is now open.
Yeah, you want some Luke Gallows showing up?
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Gallows and Harland. Dream match.
Book it. Solo Sikoa is taping his wrists. He's got a match later today against Boa. And he says, Boa, I'm going to beat you up tonight. I don't care who shows up. Whether you have your face paint on or not. Let's get it. He's ready. He's saying, don't care if you're a demon Boa or just normal Boa. I'm beating you up.
Gonna fight you.
Let's get it. Well, someone else is looking for a fight. Kaylee Ray walks into...
She was angry.
She's always angry. What is it? Rage? Hardcore Kaylee Ray? What does she call it?
Kaylee Rage.
Kaylee Rage. Kaylee Ray walks into the photo shoot where Mandy Rose was earlier, but Mandy and Toxic Attraction are gone. She's like, where are they? And they're like, the photo shoot's done. And Kaylee looks at the camera and says, oh, so Mandy can show up to do photo shoots, but she can't show up to defend the title, and then destroys the photo shoot. Like, just busts it with a bat.
Hope she's getting paid a lot at NXT. Because this is a lot of damage.
Yeah. You get charged.
Yeah.
Breaking these cameras. She breaks one of the nice cameras. Right?
Yeah.
It looks like she's...
It looked like a lot of damage.
And, the horror here. But
so this is the next challenger. It looks like. Because we weren't sure if maybe EO was going to step up, but it looks like Kaylee Ray, they're setting up.
Yeah. It's weird because, I get it. You know, the heel Mandy Rose thing, like photo shoot stuff, but it was like a while ago. Kaylee Ray. If you saw it was happening, why'd you show up 15 minutes later and be like, oh, she's not here? And break stuff. Like, like be a babyface. Show up and confront her during the photo shoot. Ruin the photo shoot. Put food on her or break the cameras then. So you can't, she already got the photos.
Yeah.
So like you didn't really
She's just always smashing like innocent objects. Right?
Yeah, like it might not be William Regal sending you the bill, but someone's sending you the bill.
Yeah.
Like you did this. So
it's not like it's Mandy Rose's equipment.
Yeah.
It's someone she just hired to do their job. They've come in.
Full Sail student.
Like, what the fuck?
Graduate. It's like, sorry, today was the best day because I was taking photos of Mandy Rose. And now some psychopath
came back to get my stuff and all my shit smashed up.
Some redheaded Scots woman blowing up in my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went from 100 to 0 for that photographer. So Kaylee Ray calling her shot with Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
Down the line, for sure. I still think Cora Jade's the one to take it from Mandy now.
Oh, okay.
Change my tune. That's the...
Interesting.
Like down the line. No Cora Jade tonight. I did see, I went out for the first time this week because I was in isolation for a while. I finally went to a store. I went to a Canadian Tire, which is like just random shit store. Canadians know what it is. They had the Cora Jade skateboard.
Her exact one?
Like, not hers. It was like...
Did you get it?
It was like hers, and it was on sale for $12.
Oh.
So I tried it in the store and then decided this is not
it's a bad time of year to be skating.
Yeah.
Like, the lake is frozen.
Yeah.
Skate across the lake.
I wanted it
Go
for
to
our
the
set,
island.
to put it up. But I wasn't going to skate.
Should we dress it up like Cora Jade?
I was going to write CJ on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The real story is I was trying it out in the store and like, I don't care. But then someone was watching me. This lady was eating, I'm not lying. I swear to God, this lady's eating an ice cream bar in the store and goes, do it, try it. Like, go, do it, push. And I was like, fuck, like now I gotta like try it. So I did it. And I was like, this is a terrible idea. So I was like, haha. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to try it too. And she grabs it. And that's when I realized this lady was a bit Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
Right? Dakota Kai's new gimmick. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. And then she just kept trying to skateboard in the store, and I was like, well, I'm going to go now. So I left the situation, had my buggy and bought all my stuff. Looked back, she's just eating ice cream, skateboarding in a store.
Why is she eating this was today?
That was yesterday.
It's fucking cold. Why is she eating ice cream?
She stole that ice cream. She stole it. I know she did.
Boy.
Yeah, it was an exciting day. Yeah. I don't remember how we got here.
Solo Sikoa. Kaylee Ray breaks things.
That's right. Breaks
Now
stuff.
Boa versus Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa.
Boa, Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what the crowd were chanting. They were chanting for Boa.
Solo Sikoa.
The
Boa.
crowd were really hot for Boa here.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's been there a long time.
I guess. Solo Sikoa comes out. He getting some Uso chants here from the crowd. He's ready to fight. Boa comes out. Regular Boa.
Yeah.
Not
No face paint Boa.
yeah, not
May Boa.
Demon Boa.
Boa Ming.
Yeah, Boa Light. He comes in. He goes for some strikes to Solo, but he gets taken down. There's some pretty cool takedowns, actually, from Solo. Like, again, more like amateur wrestling style, like pick up, slamming him down. Lots of strikes to the face. It looked like Solo actually got his face busted open at one point. I'm not sure what. Boa comes back with
Boa
knees.
keeps kicking people in the face.
He does that a lot, yeah, doesn't he? Yeah, true. Boa hits a bunch of knees, running back and forth the knees, kind of like I think Hardcore Holly used to do. There's then double underhook suplex, again, kind of one of his proper moves, and gets a near fall. Soa comes back, hits a series of roundhouse kicks, and then a huge senton for a near fall. He then throws him into the steps on the outside, and now they're brawling back and forth. And the ref counts a double count out. But these two are still brawling. They're fighting around the commentary desk. They're fighting through the back. They go towards the back, and the match is over, but they're still fighting. And commentary are like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. So we go to that later.
I actually quite enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was all right.
I think Boa's come along a long way. He looked great today. Got to maybe watch it if he is stiffing people, because it has happened a few times, and Solo Sikoa was a little bloodied up. But I like it. I think both their styles match pretty well. They've both got a lot of strikes in their arsenal, and I'm kind of for this feud continuing. We've seen both these guys against like either just squash matches or against someone more established, but actually I was impressed considering they're both pretty green. I thought was decent.
Yeah, it was like kind of violent.
Yeah.
Like, it was a fight. It was pretty good. I kind of didn't want it to end this way, especially where we'll go.
But we're going to get it again.
Like, you just knew what they were going to do with where they go.
Oh,
with
as
this.
soon as they go backstage.
As soon as they go backstage, it's like, will this
oh.
continue? It will, probably, yeah. AJ Styles is being interviewed by Mackenzie Mitchell, and he's like, whoa, those two were really going at it. He says, wow. He says, see, that's what I'm talking about. I love the passion of NXT. He's just praising some passion. He says, those two guys have it. Everyone here has it, except for Grayson Waller. AJ says, that guy is disrespectful. And once I beat him tonight, I'm on to bigger and better things. I have my eyes set on the Royal Rumble. And after I win that, I'm main eventing WrestleMania. He also shouted out his dogs.
Oh.
Like, not his actual dogs, but like the football team, I think.
Oh, okay.
He loves his dogs.
Has he got dogs as well?
AJ doesn't look quite like a dog person.
I think he's a dog person.
A lot of wrestlers are dog people.
Yeah, I can see him. Can we get a dog?
It's a lot of work.
That would be...
I don't know. It's a lot of work.
It'd be nice.
Shout out the dogs.
When I'm back, we'll get a dog.
So AJ calling out Grayson Waller.
Do you think he'll win the Royal Rumble?
He said he is.
I'd like him to.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Face Roman?
Could face Roman.
Face Brock?
Brock. I think they're doing Brock Roman, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
But it's whether it's for one title or both.
Ugh.
I think you're going to see Brock like lose against Lashley, get screwed, enter the Rumble and win.
Okay. Interesting. Well, we go to a recap of the North American title. What happened last week? The death of the Cruiserweight title. Roderick Strong, Carmelo Hayes, the unification. Carmelo came out on top because Carmelo don't miss. And he shows up here with Trick. They show up in a nice car. Nice. Look, I don't know what it was, but it was nice. It was shiny. And Trick says, you look like money. They give the keys to the valet?
I think it was just a door guy.
They were like, don't worry, we'll only be a little bit. Just watch it.
Park it up.
Yeah, like don't even move it. Just watch it. If this is the security to NXT, we could probably break in.
Should we go?
This guy didn't look too menacing.
No.
I don't want to say mean things about this guy, but I think me and you could get in. If this is the only thing stopping us.
Just in the back door?
This guy's just standing there at the door. He didn't look like a wrestler. He's just some guy.
They didn't show their credentials or anything?
Just said WWE on his shirt.
Or we'll wear a title around our waist and just walk in?
No, I think we could take him.
Oh, okay.
Like, he didn't
I don't want to hurt anyone. This guy's just doing his job.
No, it's fake. It's fine. It's kayfabe.
All right, okay.
He's not actually getting hurt. He's not fighting Boa. It's fine. We get... well, they're coming to the ring because they're going to talk some ish. But we go to the backstage brawl. Oh, no, it's still happening. It's Boa and Solo. And they're fighting around. There's chairs and trash cans. And the refs are trying to stop them. And then Solo throws Boa over like some of the gear. And Boa's like disappeared. And then when Solo goes over to like find him and ruffle him up, there's a fireball thrown in his face.
He found Karrion Kross's book that he gave Keith Lee.
The book was there. It was opened. The fire in the face of Solo. He goes flying back. He's covering his face. My eyes, my face. The refs are all over him. And Boa rises. And he's got the face paint. Demon Boa.
So Inferno match?
The streets need it.
Yeah.
The streets need the Inferno match between Solo Sikoa and Boa.
Are we getting silly or are we just getting Solo Sikoa being like, I want my rematch and I want you in the face paint?
Yeah, so now he beats the demon version of Boa. I thought maybe he was giving him, like, you know how Malachi Black spits in your face and you become evil?
Oh, you think it's going to be Solo Saboa now?
Bolo Sikoa. Boa Sikoa.
Boa Sikoa.
Is their tag name and they're in the Dusty Cup.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
it's
more
the
fire.
The Boa thing's silly, but they kind of got me with the match today. So I'm like, and you threw fire at someone. So I'm like,
we
all
knew the second they were brawling, it's like they're going to do the thing where he all of a sudden he has face paint. Like they're going to edit this and do that. But yeah, more fire. It's always lit here on NXT 2.0.
Oh, yeah.
But damn, fire in the face. It's a grudge match. I can't wait for the rematch. We then hear that the biggest announcement on the show.
Oh, this is huge, actually.
Von Wagner.
Yeah.
Who's been suspended and fined. The suspension has been lifted and someone paid his fine. What?
Assume Robert Stone.
That's
helping
who
out
you
Von
assume?
Wagner, yeah.
Robert Stone.
He's been watching his matches, hasn't he?
True.
He's been there. He's been chilling. He needs winners.
It's a swerve.
Stone. It's swerve?
No, it's a swerve. It's a swerve, bro. It's gonna be he thinks it's Robert Stone, but it's Malcolm Bivens who's like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, Roddy. Kick him to the curve, and Vaughn takes control of the Diamond Mine.
So we'll get rid of another UE guy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think it's Robert Stone.
Robert Stone paid his fine.
Yeah.
Damn. Imagine Robert Stone designing Von Wagner's gear.
I think it would be better.
It would.
Yeah.
Von Wagner's going to start not wearing socks with his shoes.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. It'd be all right. It would be a step up. He's got the wrestling.
To be fair, Aaliyah and Jessie Kamea always look great with Robert Stone, so
where are they doing right now?
Aaliyah's on SmackDown. Jessie Kamea got released. I'm sorry.
Wow. Well, Trick and Mello are in the ring. He's the unified champ. He's got a toque, a winter hat on, and it says Unified Mello.
Champion's hat.
They also, last week, they wore the shirt. I didn't notice this last week, but he got a shirt with Roddy's face on it that says, like, his birthday to 2022. Right. Like when someone dies, you get the shirt made. It's so fun. So Trick has it here, and he's got it out. Trick starts off and says, make some noise. Mello, you always look like a star. And when you have gold, we both have gold. Me and you go together like peanut butter and jelly, like Shaq and Kobe, like Trick and big booty women.
Oh.
And Mello's like, whoa, enough of that. Calm down. Damn.
To be fair, he was just watching the Toxic Attraction videos. And Mello's like, we got to go out there. And he's like, all right.
It's like, me and you are just like me and my love for big booty women.
Exactly.
Damn. Carmelo says, hold up. Unified Mello, I'd like a moment of silence for Roderick Strong and the Cruiserweight title. Rest in piss to all my ops. So this is when he's got the shirt.
What are ops?
Ops are, you don't like them.
Okay.
They're like the police. Like enemies. Search Urban Dictionary ops.
Ops.
Yeah. They're not good people, Davie. Rest in piss to all my ops. Let the people know.
Opinions? No.
Ops. Opposition.
Oh, well, oppositions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
But I mean,
Gotcha.
it also works for cops.
Okay. The opposing party, the enemy. Gotcha.
Yeah, so rest in peace to all of them. Yeah, I like this line. He rips the shirt, and then he says that I have more accomplishments in this company than I have years, than months. Like, I've been here not that long, and look what I've done. Numbers don't lie, and Melo don't miss. I am the walking cheat code, the history maker in physical form. He says that he's the true champion. We've heard him say this before. He's the top champion.
A champion.
The A champion. He's also got a dangly.
He does have a dangly.
Melo is team dangly. That's right. Dangly ones and all. He says, it's around my waist because this is a champion. And either step up or be stepped on. And that's all. And that's all it's ever going to be. I thought his promo was great. He's definitely filling in this role of becoming this, like, what he says, and now the character is, he does back it up. But I thought he was awesome in this promo.
Yeah, I agree. And Trick isn't bothering me as much. I think at the beginning, I didn't like it because he was acting as a mouthpiece, and I didn't think he was good enough, and I think Carmelo is good. I think now he's more of just the hype man, like the friend and the hype man, and I think it works better, and he seems more comfortable. But yeah, Melo, feels completely right in this role, being a champion.
He looks like a champion.
He hasn't been there long, but he feels the part. He looks the part. Been putting on great matches. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what feuds they go next. And there was a little tease here.
Yeah, great tease. As he's walking out, AJ Styles music hits. Nope, they don't want none. And there's kind of a like a little... No.
We don't normally do the crossover thing in NXT, so it was a kind of little tease, and maybe no time soon, but maybe AJ can come back for a match at some point.
Honestly, yeah, Melo has everything. For me, the one thing I still don't like is Trick, because as soon as he stopped talking, because it's almost like they missed their cue. Big booty, and he's like, whoa, 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 but he's like, big booty women, and then it's like, oh, all right. Okay. And then Melo goes and just hits. So I guess it is setting him up because he says, here, I'm setting you up.
Yeah.
Go for the next line.
It's more like now it's serious when Melo talks.
Yeah, when
and
Melo
I kind of
talks.
like that.
Whereas
Trick is there because this guy is a heel and he's annoying.
Melo now looks the part of a champion. Like he won the title a while ago, but ever since being now last week, he's acting even more like I am this now a champion. I took away another title. I'm so good. And then on top of that, got the dangly. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. And I think it's working. So I would love to see him wrestle AJ Styles. But if you could pick some people from this NXT 2.0 first class, Melo is very high on that list. It's Bron and Melo who are their champions right now. You will be watching a lot of in WWE in the future. You'll see Carmelo.
I don't think they're a bad two to go with.
No,
as far as this young class goes.
Not at all. Well, they go to leave after the commercial break, and they see the security guide, and they're like, "Where's our keys?" He's like, "Oh, I don't have them." Terrible security. They look over, and Cameron Grimes.
Did he just mistake the Cameron Grimes for these two?
He's like, "Yeah, that's my car." They're like, "Oh yeah."
Just given it 5 minutes ago by these two black dudes, and then this white hairy guy comes over and he's like, "I want my car back." Yeah, there you go.
Again, terrible security here. Cameron says, "Here you go, Melo," and throws him the keys and says the old Cameron Grimes would be doing donuts in your car in the parking lot. However, I'm just going to keep it straight. I'm coming for that championship. And you don't miss, well, neither do I. So he gives him the keys and walks off laughing. And it's Melo who is trying to... Trick is almost holding him back. He's like, that boy done lost his mind. We're going to have to kill that guy. Again, we kind of called that we would like to see this match.
I like it. It's good. Grimes needs to be going for a championship, and I think these two could put on really good matches. And if we're going to see a bit more of a like serious side than the goofy side from Grimes, I'm interested.
Yeah, for sure. That matchup sounds pretty good. Well, we get a reminder, the Dusty Classic next week. We don't get told which match as of yet, but I'm sure maybe this week, social medias and stuff.
Need the brackets. I want my brackets.
Brackets. We go to the main event tonight. AJ Styles, Grayson Waller, 1-on-1. No confrontation. It's a match. Styles, I don't know what his shirt says this week now. Was it phenomenally done last week, which I didn't understand?
Yeah, it was something about his gloves.
And this week was like, no glove, no love. He should wear a shirt like
no
that.
glove, no love.
AJ Styles.
That sounds a weird rule to have.
It means something else, but I don't know if AJ is down with that.
No mask, no entry, no glove, no love.
Yeah, no glove, no love. And that's the AJ gloves on it. Isn't that what it said?
I don't know. I'm looking it up now.
Yeah. So there's, and I mean, look, I don't get to talk about AJ Styles a lot, but I love AJ Styles. And I love his theme song. I don't get to hear it enough, so they don't want none. There's a lot of graps early on here. AJ's kind of one-upping Grayson Waller here. AJ hits the vintage backbreaker on him, lights him up with chops. Waller does come back, though, with a series of chops on AJ, who's selling it just perfectly for Grayson. There's a running leg drop down into like a lariat from Grayson. He has AJ on the outside, runs the rope, slides out, and clotheslines AJ. I thought this was a pretty good move, actually, from Waller. There's more kicks and chops when they go to commercial break. When we come back, there's more kicks to the head and the side of AJ, who comes back with a Ushigoroshi, like the fireman carrying to the neckbreaker, which looked great. He goes for the Styles Clash, but it's blocked. Waller hits this elbow drop off the top rope, but while he does it, he does the ball through the legs.
Yes.
Thing. It looks funny. He gets a 2 count for that. AJ locks in the calf crusher, but Grayson eventually gets out of there. There's then Waller, who hits the fireman carry into like the sit out sidewalk slam spinebuster thing for a near fall. Waller then goes for the Styles Clash and then taunts, like mocking AJ, but that gets countered. He then counters the counter, hits a roll through stunner on AJ.
Yeah, this was really nice. It was AJ going for the forearm, phenomenal forearm, and Grayson rolling to the outside and hitting that dive roll through stunner, which I think is a pretty cool move.
Yeah. It's his finish, right? But AJ kicks out of it.
Oh.
AJ then picks him up. He fights back and then hits like the Pele kick, a snap brain buster, and then the phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles wins the match. After it, he says, "Hey, Waller, I loved giving you that ass kicking. You're good, but you're not phenomenal. But let me introduce you to one of my friends, L.A. Knight," who comes out, clotheslines Waller like 5 times, and then sends him packing again, and just taunts and stands with AJ as NXT
best
goes.
friends, LA Knight and AJ Styles.
I mean, from Impact,
they'd have crossed before.
They had to have, yeah, for sure. But Eli Drake, right? AJ Styles. Yeah, but pretty solid main event, I guess. It was all right. I'm not the biggest fan of Grayson Waller. I still I see like he can go through the motions and has some AJ Styles is in NXT. I'm not just like sour that he's fighting Grayson Waller and we never got to see him tangle with a bunch of others. But like, fine match, honestly.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was nice to see AJ Styles just wrestle again. He hasn't been a babyface for quite a while and has been doing this tag team thing with Omos. And it was just nice to see AJ in a singles match. And I think Waller held his own against AJ. I found it quite entertaining. I don't think it's the right, like, it wouldn't have made sense for Waller to beat AJ here. AJ is very much like a big guy on the main roster. So sometimes you could argue the younger guy going over. I don't think this is one of the cases. But I do like the integration with the main roster at the moment. It's something we used to see back in the day with NXT. And when you've got the brand with, I mean, you're getting rid of a lot of your veterans, you're going to have to do this once in a while. And I quite like it. And we've seen in the past, like when we're watching the 2013 NXT, we've seen your Bray Wyatts and your Chris Jerichos and Cesaros come from the main roster to work matches, and it always works. And I'm hoping, like in 6 months, we might be talking about this class of people, and we might be a bit more like endeared to them.
Sure,
Does that make sense? Because it's starting to. I think Waller really held his own in this match. I thought Tony D'Angelo in the matches we've seen against Pete Dunne really kind of was shining through. And I thought, Boa and Solo Sikoa was good today.
Yeah, what was your favorite match from the show?
I think the main.
Yeah, I like the Crowbar match.
Yeah,
but I liked this main event too. I like AJ Styles.
It was a better week for wrestling, though. I felt the matches did get a bit more time.
Yeah,
right.
That is true. That is true. Usually there was still your squashes and stuff, but I felt like no, it was.
But you had
fast.
2 good 15-minute matches in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say quite 15 minutes, but around there, like 12 maybe.
Longer than we used
10
to.
minutes or something like that.
So LA Knight coming back to continue the feud with Grayson Waller.
Yeah, I assume Waller eventually beats him and then does go for Bron's title.
Yeah, I can see
for
that.
Like a TV main event.
Yeah, there's already a bit of beef between the two.
And he's the shit talker.
Yeah.
He's the MJF light
yes.
in NXT. So it makes sense to go for that. We already got Grimes going for Melo. That's definitely interesting. Tag team titles. What do we?
I mean, the Dusty Cup is
right.
Tying that all up.
Yeah, true.
And then Kaylee Ray with Mandy.
Yeah.
So we got direction, which is good.
Yeah.
I was more positive on this week.
Me too, for sure.
I'd say actually my least favorite was probably Santos Xyon Quinn. I thought the bulk of the match was just boring.
That was pretty quick too.
Yeah, but much more positive this week. I think last week gave the show maybe a bit of a shot in the arm with a good New Year's Evil.
I'd say highlight for me was Wendy Choo.
Yes.
Sleepy Wendy Choo is Wrestler of the Week from NXT.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we thought of NXT. You should join the Facebook group if you still have Facebook, and join upNXT group. We'll let you in because we post feedback threads every week, and we'll read them here. I see Corey has written in, so I'm going to read it. He writes, tonight's episode has Bruce's fingerprints all over it. They ratcheted up the sexuality of toxic attraction to extreme levels tonight. It's also funny they are calling themselves the dominant force in the women's division, despite Gigi and Gacy having only one actual tag match. And
only one. Right.
Yeah, they only won one tag match. And they haven't defended the tag title since winning them. The Boa solo feud is awful. DQs and countouts, tons and tons of unnecessary heat for the heels. The ending was good, though, so I'll give them that much. He loved the fireball, I guess.
Okay.
And says, are we sure this isn't Tuesday Night Raw? It definitely feels, I know what you're saying there. Yeah. And Bruce Pritchard now taking over.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have these characters in wrestling. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I feel.
Corey, you said you didn't like the feud, but then loved the fireballs, where we were like, hey, we like the actual fighting. The fireball was a little silly.
Yeah.
It's a little, we like different things. You want to read?
No, but I see the criticism about toxic attraction.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
that thing, and I get it. But I'm also, it's a time where it's not every woman in the company has this gimmick, like it used to. I see more as like your Rick Martell's, your like Lex Luger's, like showing off about I'm a wrestler and I'm fucking good looking and jacked or whatever. I don't know. It was a lot today, though. I give it that.
Yeah. It definitely. He's right though. Bruce fingerprints and he didn't like. He doesn't like the like. It's NXT still horny.
It is.
Like,
it's a horny show.
It's come Tuesday.
Yeah,
for sure. Thank you, Corey.
They're trying something, guys.
Yeah.
We go to Dylan, who says, fuck it, Wendy Choo won me over. And Grayson Waller is the best heel going, not named MJF. As usual with NXT 2.0, not everything was a hit, but there's still plenty to like. Looking forward to Grimes versus Hayes. That should be fun.
Then we go to Sean. I'm going to paraphrase some here. That's a long one, Sean. Tonight is a good show. Dare I say it? Phenomenal ending. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed the solo Boa and the Escobar Quinn matches, even if I'm not a fan of the overall feuds themselves. I also surprisingly liked the Crowbar on a pole match, particularly that it didn't devolve into just another hardcore street fight. Godspeed, Petey Poppins. And D'Angelo is much better in the ring than his gimmick gives him credit for. He continues, not everything hit though. Seemed like there were a lot of unnecessary non-finishes and Trick Williams needs to stop talking, period. But the show had a great pace. The main event ended to the show just great. AJ made Waller look like $1 million, and Waller really stepped up. Even in a loss, I feel like Waller has been left in the top spot in NXT. And what a treat to get a return from everyone's favorite babyface, LA Knight. With Mello Grimes on the horizon, Waller staying in NXT, and Braun's first challenger there is a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks. He's right. I can't tell, when people write things, you can't tell the tone if he says everybody's favorite babyface.
I like LA Knight, but it is just like, look, it's hardly the glass breaking and Austin running out for the save, is it? It's just...
Yeah, I guess so.
But it's fine. It's LA Knight.
Was that all the feedback?
I think so.
Yeah, yes. I didn't see any on the
Nothing on the forum this week.
Well, that's it, guys.
That's it.
NXT. That's what you thought. That's what we thought. Thank you for listening to us. We'll be doing this again tomorrow night. You want to listen to us talk about Dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
All the fallout from last week's, Danielson, Hangman 2. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I don't even know what's on tomorrow's show.
What's on tomorrow's show? We've got Deeb Sheeda.
Oh, yeah. That should be great.
We got Punk Wardlow.
True. Yeah. True, we do. And we definitely have to talk about Hook. So,
we'll talk about a lot about Hook.
Hook, the greatest wrestler.
He's just doing what we wish we were doing.
Hook is just living his best life, and he's doing it, and we'll talk about it.
And Powerhouse Hobbs against Dante Martin as well.
Nice, all right. Cool.
Big show tomorrow.
Biggest baby face in the company, LA Knight. Guys, thank you so much for listening and supporting at upNXT Podcast on Twitter. If you haven't already, go follow and like, and all the RTs are appreciated. And again, you want to support us and listen to all these shows. We mentioned BD Elite is for free on this feed where we talk about Dynamite. That'll be out late tomorrow night. And you want to hear more? Patreon.com/upNXT. So many shows. Next week, Davie's watching Ninja Turtles.
No, sorry, I can't make it for that one.
You have to. It's part of the deal. It's in your contract.
So I'm getting Jared Black to do it instead of me.
Pink slip on a pole. No, you have to do it. It's part of the deal. It's part of the contract.
All right.
Smoke some weed. We'll order some
There
pizza.
was some Ninja Turtles in that ICW show.
There was a tease. Yeah.
It all comes around.
Yeah, go check out all the shows we do. We do so many. The Best Match Ever was awesome to go back and look through all that. Plus all our movie reviews. It's only $5 to support us guys, and we appreciate all the support. And hey, while you're at it, postwrestling.com for all the podcasts, but prowrestlingtees.com/upnext. Use PayPal. Thank you guys for listening. I myself, Braden Herrington. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, at the Brady.
I'm trying to point to it on the screen. There it is. And I'm at Davie Portman.
I'll
get better at that.
That's it. That's all. Take care. Goodbye. Be safe. And they don't want none.
They don't want none.
They looking scared, but
they don't even want none. Ahoy!